Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Early College High School Learning Acceleration Support Opportunities LASO Cycle 3 webinar. We're going to give just a couple extra seconds here for everyone to join in, and then we'll get started. And again, go ahead and grab some coffee real quickly if you haven't. If you have questions, feel free to drop them in the Q&A box as we move forward, and we'll get started soon. Okay, let's get started. We've got a good group here today. Again, my name is Darren Ford, and you are here to learn more about the Early College High School ECHS LASO Cycle 3 application. If you have any questions regarding Early College High School and/or P-Tech, if you're interested there as well, please feel free to contact Crystal or I at ccrsm@tea.texas.gov. Let's look at the agenda. We're going to do an overview of the LASO Cycle 3 application process and timeline. We're going to do a deep dive into the early college system and give you more information about what it's like to be in the network and expectations from the applicants and our members. And then we're going to move forward with next steps. A couple of quick FYIs. Submit questions during the webinar using the Zoom Q&A. Webinar slides and recordings will be posted on the LASO Cycle 3 website after all webinars have been completed. And if you have any questions after this, please follow up with the LASO team at laso@tea.texas.gov. One additional item that I would like for you to potentially participate in is a one-question survey that I will drop into the Q&A box. So if you'll complete that survey for me, I would greatly appreciate it. And we'll drop that into the Q&A box as we move forward. And let's get started. Overview of the LASO Cycle 3 application process and timeline. As you may know, Early College High School is a part of the Learning Acceleration Supports Opportunities LASO Cycle 3. 160 million in services and supports will be offered, 11 TEA initiatives to support learning acceleration and innovation, and one application for all LEAs to have access to those 11 TEA initiatives and that 160 million in services and supports. LASO is a consolidated grant application to support key learning strategies. There are three primary groups: curriculum and instruction, more time, and innovative school models. Early College High School and its sister P-Tech fall underneath the innovative school models to incorporate all of the learning acceleration framework. LASO Cycle 3 will award, again, about 160 million to all LEAs. That includes the 11 grants to support learning acceleration. You can see under curriculum and instruction and more time, all of the opportunities that each LEA has an opportunity to apply for. And again, Early College High School is under the Innovative School Models group. Under the Innovative School Models group, the early college high school high level overview, estimated total funding will be $800,000. The estimated range of the award will be up to $100,000. We expect to award 8 LEAs in this cycle. And the estimated timeline for the award, if included and accepted, the early college high school will begin a planning year in school year 25-26, and then implement the early college high school model with students in the school year 26-27. So why ECHS? Well, as you can see on the map, we've got multiple campuses across all of the state, and we're really proud to share that with you. As of last year, we have an early college or a PTech in every ESE region in the state. And you'd want to join us because you also support our strategic mission. You believe that to build and support innovative high schools that provide a structured program, which leads students to graduate with successful post-secondary outcomes. Just a quick look at our network. We've been around with early college high school since 2005. And you can see that the network has grown and added 2 different models. Blue is early college high school numbers across the years. Previously, we had a T-STEM model. And then the PTech model started in 2018. And as of today, we have 542 early college high school and PTech models across the state. About 54% of our network is PTech focused. The other 46% is our early college high school programs. That includes 992,385 students, 257 district partners, over 60 college and university partners. And with our PTech model, we have 200 plus business and industry partners. Let's look at some results. So if you look at our CCRSM graduates earning dual credit hours, the early college high school is going to be in blue. Our PTech sister group is going to be in orange, and then the non-CCRSM group is going to be in your gray. The darker blue denotes that our graduates of early college high school have earned 15 plus hours of dual credit. So 80% of our graduates so far typically graduate with, on average, 15 plus hours. In our PTech model, just to show you real quick, they also do really well. They earn 75%, earn over 15 plus hours of dual credits. And then if you compare that to the statewide average of the non-CCRSM, you can see that about 30% graduate with 15 plus hours as well. So really good stats around our kids earning dual credit hours. A couple more things to entice you to join the network. If you look at our CCRSM graduates earning credentials, this is from the year 22-23, graduates earning a credential for CCMR credit by CCRSM status. So these are our students in early college and PTech who are earning a CCMR credit. So the first group is industry-based certifications. Now, the early college high school is not necessarily focused towards IBCs, but they can include it. And you can see that they are very successful in earning an IBC upon graduation. 37% of our graduates have done that so far. The PTech, the 45%, and again, the statewide average of 33 for non-CCRSM. Program alignment to program study aligned to IBC, which is going to be important moving forward for all of us, but specifically for PTech. We're doing well there as well. As 9% of our graduates in our early college high school have received that credit. If you look at level 1, level 2 certificates, again, not necessarily a focus of the early college high school, but again, our students are doing well there. 2% of them are receiving level 1, level 2. And then where we shine and where a lot of the early college high school focus is getting those graduate hours, college credit hours towards graduation, whether that be in the 1 to 14, the 15, the core completion, or if they ascend to the associate degree, you can see that our students are doing well with 39% completion rate, receiving an associate degree upon graduation. When as you look at our PTech, they're still doing well also at 13%. And then the non-CCSRSM students are at 1% for completing the associate degree. So again, really good results. We challenge our students to be both high school students, but also college students on day 1 in 9th grade. And I think the results are shining as far as our network is doing really well and helping support and offer those opportunities so those students can succeed upon graduation and throughout the high school career. One final look at some CCMR rates applied to historically underserved students graduating through a CCRSM program. Again, the focus of early college, high school, and our P-TECH models are to recruit students who are historically underserved. That is the base of the program, and you can see the success, again, of our graduates. Again, the early college, high school is in blue, P-TECH is in orange, and the state averages are in gray. Really good success, again, related to CCMR rates applied to historically underserved students for our CCRSM program. So you can see those early college students are doing great across multiple groups. The overall rate for our CCRSM, that'd be both P-TECH and early college, is 94.2% when compared to the overall state rate of 70%. So great success. How does that happen? Well, we involve multiple partners in supporting you, and you support those students who graduate with those great credentials. So not only does TEA and our team support, we also offer technical assistance free to each LEA through Educate Texas. And you can see that the early college, high school also partners with an IHE. So you have TEA, you have Educate Texas, you have the 542 schools that you can network with to provide support. And of course, you're working with your IHE to form that system that supports your students with those challenging courses and opportunities so that they can succeed again as they move to graduation and after graduation, and hopefully into college and or career. P-TECH also involves a business and industry partner as well, as they offer work-based learning and 9th through 12th grades. So what does technical assistance look like? Well, Educate Texas has been chosen as our TEA technical assistance provider. And as an early college, high school, or P-TECH campus, you receive one-on-one expert coaching support. Those coaches offer multiple site visits, whether that be in person and or Zoom. A virtual community of practice. That's a wonderful website, again, with hundreds and hundreds of professionals similar to you who are supporting and offering services to our early college, high school, and our P-TECH students. We offer tailored CCRSM, ECHS, and P-TECH resources and templates, focused professional development, and then multiple regional and one statewide events per year. I just came back from a Houston regional, which we worked with Region Forward and surrounding areas to work with concerns and training that they may have too. So again, this technical assistance is free for you. It's laser focused with expert coaches, sites visits, a website to communicate with people that are related to you and doing the same work. Tailored resources, and we'll talk a few about them in just one second. And then in that focused free professional development, multiple events, regional and statewide each year. Let's do a quick program overview. As you can see, we're going to talk about purpose, eligibility, and best fit for. The early college high school program offers campuses an opportunity to plan to build an early college high school within their district. This program offers opportunities for campuses to provide targeted supports for historically underserved students through rigorous instruction and accelerated post-secondary courses, and provide academic and wraparound strategies that help students succeed in college level coursework at no cost to the students. Eligibility. LEAs must be willing and able to serve students in grades 9 through 12, or begin serving students in grade 9 or students in grade 9 and 10 in the first year of implementation. And remember, you have that first year is going to be that implementation year is in 26-27. The first year will be a planning year. But during that after that implementation year, you'll progressively scale up by adding at least one grade level per year. Just a couple of quick notes. All current ECH planning, provisional, or designated campuses are not eligible to apply for this grant. All recipients of previous ECH planning and implementation grants are not eligible as well. And all recipients of a previous LASO early college high school grant are not eligible to apply. It's a best fit for LEAs who are looking for an opportunity for individualized technical support free to you and planning to build an early college high school. Opportunities for campuses that are new to the CCRSM network and have not yet received any prior early college high school grants. And also an opportunity to deepen their partnership with an institution of higher education to fully develop and offer a rigorous program of study that leads to the successful completion of an associate degree. And again, no cost to students. There are multiple ways to find out more. For more information, there's a grant one-pager. There's also an eligibility and a prioritization document, and also a best fit guidance doc on the website, the LASO website. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat as we move along. Some key commitments that we ask for is that together with the LEA and the IAG, the LEA and the IAG develop develop course equivalency crosswalks, which lead to level 1 or level 2 certificates, associate degrees, or completion of the Texas core curriculum to provide stackable credentials as students advance in the academic pipeline. We also need the early college high school to commit to a personalized learning environment. The early college high school shall collaborate with its IAG to personalize the learning environment for students by developing individualized student plans for ongoing academic support, following a degree plan, and the attainment of long-term goals. Again, if you look at this real quick, we're just asking you to develop a really deep and helpful relationship with the IAG partner so those students can succeed. They'll be challenged, and also to develop a robust college and career advising system to support the student plans and advance academic progress, and to bridge that academic process across the two educational systems. That planning year typically is about 5 hours a month. Then depending on when you join the network, it's 12 to 18 months during that planning year. Then after that planning year, you'll implement those designs and that system that you set up for your early college high school students. Early college high school assurances. An ECH program must provide for a course of study that on or before the 5th anniversary of the student's first day of high school enables a participating student to receive both a high school diploma and either an applied or academic associate degree with a completed field of study curriculum transferable toward a bachelor's degree at one or more general academic teaching institutions. Again, the early college high school must enter into an articulation agreement with an IAG that are accredited by a national or regional accredited agency. The early college high school must develop a leadership team to guide the campus to begin serving students and provide leadership for the campus regarding early college high school plans. The leadership team, design team members are outlined in the blueprint. The early college campuses must submit a data report of leadership team members, meeting dates, and agendas, including attendance posted on the school's website. And the early college campus must develop wraparound strategies and services involving multiple stakeholders, think parents, teachers, counselors, community members, etc., to strengthen the academic, behavioral, and mental health supports necessary for high school and college readiness, and to be successful in rigorous academic and work-based educational experiences. If you want to know more, there's a document related to program guidelines that'll be accessible on the LASO website. We've talked about our Educate Texas service provider, but here's some more information. Early college high school grantees are provided technical assistance by Educate Texas at no cost to their campus or district. Districts seeking additional technical assistance support from other providers may locally decide to do so in addition to the no-cost technical assistance provided by Educate Texas. Additional resources include the state-approved provider list document, which provides details and contact information for each approved partner. The webpage provides additional contacts and links to LEA provider information. And if you have concerns regarding the state-approved provider list, please contact those professionals at sapl@tea.texas.gov. Let's get into a deep dive around early college high school. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat for us. Really quick, early college high school, we reduce barriers to college access, increase college and career readiness, and provide academic and social support through a dedicated on-site staff, on-campus staff. We'll give you a quick visual of what it looks like to proceed through the network as you grow. Right now, we're in the apply to become a planning campus stage. After you apply and are accepted, you have that 12 to 18 months, which we refer to as the planning year. So you become a planning campus. Once you establish those systems and sets, you invite your first cohort as a provisional campus year one. And then you continue to include classes as you go through years 1 through 5. So you have a 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade years. Once you complete the 5th year of serving students, you can move into official designated campus status. And at this time, that's when we collect the outcomes-based measures data to see your success and of the system that you created to review for official designated status. So think of it as you apply, you become a planning campus, you work with your Educate Texas partners. They provide that wonderful technical assistance. You connect with us. We provide you all the systems and setups. You connect with those 542 other schools, get their best guidance and some of their best examples of how to create the best system for your early college high school. You implement that program. You bring in those 9th graders and you teach them and you start setting them up for those early college high school experiences. You do that in year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. After you complete year 5, then we evaluate you for designated status. In year 7, after completing year 7, potentially if you've gone above and beyond what we hold as success in our outcomes-based measures, you'll be eligible for campus designated campus with distinctions. If for some reason after that 5th year, you don't hit those markers across the different categories that we require for success, we move those campuses into a needs improvement process, and that's years 6 through 8. And again, that's a private, focused, more dedicated technical service interventions to get you back to designated campus. And so think of it as a further, kind of an extended provisional time to move everyone back into the designated spots. So after that cycle is completed, we move you back into designated campus. If for some reason we can't get you back to the designated campus levels, then we'll help you transition back to a more comprehensive approach in year 9. What does it look like to be an applicant? Well, right now, since we're in that kind of applicant phase, what we're asking you to do is speak with your district leadership, your school board, and confirm that you're committed to the early college high school blueprint and process and offering those wonderful opportunities to your students and community. We ask you to review the early college high school blueprints and roadmaps to opening documents, and that you begin to develop your relationship with your IHE. Early college high schools can also work with the business industry partner, but it's not necessarily required for the early college model. But again, we're not looking for agreements or finalization. We're just looking to make sure that the IHE for the early college high school, that the relationship's there and they support you moving forward with your early college model. Also, as an applicant, we want you to help you create a sustainability plan for moving forward. So if you are granted and receive and accept the LASO grant, we also would love for you, and I think it's needed that you continue to extend what it's going to cost and the sustainability of continuing your early college high school as you can continue to grow those cohorts from 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. We also want you to devise a targeted recruiting and communication plan for the campus. As we mentioned before, the early college high school is built upon offering students who are historically underserved and targeted recruiting for your campus, looking back into your middle school, connecting with community members, and being able to recruit those students at certain levels and numbers to hit your outcomes-based measures outcomes is going to be critical for your success. And then finally, submit the completed application prior to the deadline, of course. So that puts us right there. You've submitted and now you are a planning campus. And so what's that look like? So as a planning campus, again, you're working in those 12 to 18 months. You're working with Educate Texas. You're working with TEA and our staff to build those systems, to work with your community members, to work with your students, start building that recruiting plan, start building out that 9th and 10th grade year, and working with your IHE to offer those dual credit opportunities as well. You do all that by reviewing the early college high school blueprints and applying that knowledge. And then, of course, after that 12 to 18 months is completed, we have a designated annual application process, and you would apply in the fall of the next year to become a provisional campus. Just a reminder that you're not serving any students during the planning campus year. and there's no measurements or no outcome to report in teal. And we'll talk a little bit more about what OBMs are if you're not familiar with that. So that moves us into that year of provisional campuses, years 1 through 5. And that's when you start building out and accepting and teaching those students, and start again in year 0. That was the planning year. We're at years 1 through 5, which we call provisional. Provisionals serve students in years 1 through 5 while receiving partial data indicators. So as you continue to move forward, we've set up certain goals for you to reach around high school achievement and post-secondary achievement, and you'll start receiving that information from us to see how successful your systems are being built for 9th graders and 10th graders, 11th graders, and of course, our senior students. In year 6, after completing years 5, you're eligible for designation. And so we'll look at those successes around access indicators, achievement indicators, and attainment indicators. And we'll review what those 3 indicators are all about a little further on. And again, just a reminder, in year 7, if you go above and beyond what we ask you to do for achievement, access, and attainment, you'll be eligible for distinctions. And that puts us there at year 6. So how do we get there? We talked to this a little bit earlier, but we offer an early college high school blueprint. So the really quick, the basics are, there are 5 very important benchmarks. There are 46 subdivisions inside those benchmarks, which we call design elements. There are 15 artifacts, which we ask you to collect and reproduce for us to review. And there are 14 outcome-based measures that you can design your early college high school around so that you can reach those goals to become a designated campus after the 5th year. So the blueprints are outcome-driven. They have key data indicators to ensure positive student outcomes and measure program health. And again, the outcomes-based measures are in 3 groups. Access, which again, think of it as the students that you recruit from your middle schools and bring them in as 9th graders. Achievement, so think of all those high school achievement measures that we'll offer. And attainment, and those are geared more towards your post-secondary opportunities. We also offer a roadmap to opening, and think of this as a companion guide to the blueprint. So the blueprint's really technical. It really sets up the bones, the structure, and the foundation of what we want you to use to apply to set up the system. And the roadmap takes a deep dive and focuses on certain months. So it has a really good cadence around, this is what you should be doing in year 0 in our planning year around July and August. And so it takes some of those technical pieces of the blueprint and puts them into more of a cycle of what to do and what to expect. It needs to be accomplished each month as you move closer to opening your school as a provisional one. And then furthermore, we also offer a CCRSM Student and Family Handbook. This is a new resource that we're really proud of. It's designed for early college high schools to share to families or to share with students who are interested in becoming either an early college high school student or a P-TECH student, or are currently attending a P-TECH or an early college high school program. It was created to empower parents with valuable information so they can support their students, so they can make good decisions on why they want to be a part, why they want their students to be a part of an early college high school with you, and how they can best support their children as you support them too as they move through the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade challenges of an early college high school. Let's take a really deep dive into that blueprint that I mentioned earlier. So again, we talked about having 5 benchmarks. Again, think of this as the structure that you would use in your planning year and also through your provisional years as you're setting up those systems of success. The first benchmark is connected to student cost, school location, whether that be on your campus at a college campus or some combination of between. Working with your IHE and thinking about how to develop the size of your student cohorts, what sort of scheduling you're going to offer with your dual credit and your high school offerings, and then that we require you to become a TSI testing site. Benchmark 2 dives deeper into partnership design elements. That's really focused on your IHE relationship, the roles and responsibilities of the IHE and the LEA, funding of how to get this stuff done as far as early college high school plans go, developing the academic plan that matches both your needs and the college needs and provides successful outcomes for the student. And then the transcription of credit. Benchmark 2 also deals with course delivery and scheduling, so guidance around that, guidance around staff planning. Of course, instructional materials and books are always key to the success of each school. Access to higher education resources. So I love that one is because as a 9th and 10th grader, developing that relationship with the IHE so they can understand that those kids can also use the college resources as agreed upon in that MOU. And of course, transportation is discussed if needed between the high school and the IHE campus. Collaborative outreach efforts, both by the IHE and the LEA. Student participation, academic supports, both offered by the school and the college. The data sharing that needs to happen between the school and coming up with agreements that both help the student and the college and the LEA. And then analyzing that data so that we're moving towards meeting some of those outcome-based goals and measures that we require for our LEAs. Benchmark 3 targets populations that you're going to recruit. Real key here. We're going to talk about and design a recruitment and enrollment strategy for our community. How do we document that enrollment? How do you engage with the stakeholders, both on campus and off campus, so that you form really in-depth marketing materials and engagement with your community, so you bring in those kids who wouldn't necessarily have this opportunity and they succeed in your program. And then developing a lottery system as you get those kids recruited and who you choose as best students for each school. Benchmark 4 is an academic infrastructure. Early college high schools, all we're looking for you to do is look around for regional need and how it applies to your academic offerings. What are those post-secondary opportunities? What's the course sequence so those students can see both in high school and college? What are particularly the course offerings that you're going to choose with your IHE to deliver those courses to your students? And the delivery of courses, again, it could be online, in person, asynchronous, etc. It's just a set of guidelines to help you negotiate what's the best offering for your students in connection with your IHE. Performance in high school is always important. College readiness, student data tracking, student persistence through the program, and then student pathway support as they move through the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade and 12th grade years. And also think about the bridging from 12th grade into a potential four-year college experience. The last benchmark is 5, and it includes student supports. And think of these as interventions on campus directly connected to your student. The Bridge program is an offering that we require, think of it as incoming students, as kind of a freshman program to help them understand the challenges coming ahead to them. And oftentimes, schools will use this as TSI prep in addition to taking on other challenges, how to become a college student when you're in 9th grade. That's a big challenge for them. And so that Bridge program is very important. How do you advise these students from day one? They're college students in 9th grade, they're high school students in 9th grade, and developing the best system for campus interventions, which also includes your IHE partner as well. Developing those individualistic student interventions to support those challenges along the way, which also connects to the classroom supports. And then also a key consideration are the wraparound strategies. Think of those as the behavioral mental health supports that you'll offer that are focused towards your particular students. Don't forget about enrichment opportunities as we grow these students through 9th through 12th grade. And again, that's what we're here for, college and career readiness supports for our students as they get closer to graduation and want to choose maybe they're going to use their 2-year degree if they graduate to that associate degree status and apply it to a career. Eventually, how do they apply those dual credit hours, or how they choose the best college to extend that college opportunity for themselves? So again, think of that early college blueprint as your structure to how to follow the guidelines to set up systems for student success. A part of the blueprint are outcomes-based measures. So we're going to talk about what OBMs are. OBMs are our standards that we use for designation. And remember, designation The official designation process happens after the 5th year of teaching students. So as you're building in years, provisional years 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're creating those systems using the blueprint and the structure that we provided to create systems for success. There are 3 OBM categories that we use. Access, think of that as your recruiting. Key to access are at-risk and economically disadvantaged students. There are certain percentage levels that you'll need to meet by and after the 5th year to achieve designated status. You have to hit both of those indicators each year of designation. The achievement category has 6 data indicators, and you can see their EOCs related to Algebra 1 and English 2. Hitting TSI and ELAR and TI in math, high school grad rate, and then college readiness in math and ELA. So when you're looking at designation, again, after that 5th year, you're wanting to hit 3 out of these 6 to perform well in your achievement status. And again, in attainment, you'll want to hit 3 out of these 6 as you move forward for designation. And they include persistence, earning 9 college credit hours, earning 15 college credit hours, completing the Texas core curriculum, earning an associate degree, and also earning 3 college credits related to math or reading. So again, when you think about access as it relates to designation after your 5th year, and again, you're building those systems to create success. It's those kids that you recruit. So when we dive deeper into that measure, the goal to reach each year is recruiting students who will then be compared to your district rate. So you're wanting to fall no more than 25% under your district rate for that population of at-risk students in 9th grade. For your economically disadvantaged, you're looking to fall no more than 10% of your student population that you recruited when you compare yourself to your district rates. And so here, what we're trying to establish is making sure that we're recruiting significant numbers of those students at both at-risk and economic disadvantage who then can be supported and succeed in your early college high school. When you look at the achievement section of the OBMs in the blueprint, think of those things related to high school. And so we mentioned Algebra 1 EOC. So the goal here is to reach 70% of students who achieve approaches. Again, it's approaches grade level performance by 9th grade. So when you're building that system, you're thinking about how we're going to succeed. If you choose this measure to meet as a part of your system of success, we'd want you to reach that 70% level by 9th grade. For the English 2 EOC assessment, again, the 70% mark is there for approaches grade level, but by the end of 11th grade is when you'd want to hit that marker of success. TSIA and STAR EOC, again, that's a 60% success rate. And then you want to reach that goal by 11th grade. The TSIA ELAR, again, 70% and by 11th grade. And then the high school grad rate, you would always compare you to the 4-year grad rate, and we want you to be within 5% or better when you think about graduation over that time span. College readiness in school, college readiness in math and ELAR. Think of that as the CCMR definition. So we're hoping that you can reach that 40% marker for your students, meet that TSI criteria. And again, that's by 12th grade. When you think about the attainment section of those markers that we want you to reach, think of more of college-oriented credits. So when you're setting up your system with your IHE and you're developing that crosswalk, if you go for this goal, we'd want 30% of your students to earn 9 college credit hours. Those are any college credit hours by the 10th grade year, the end of the 10th grade year. Earning at least 3 college credits in ELA or math, the marker there is 40% for earning an English or math college credit by 11th grade. And earning 15 college credits, that's 50% by 12th grade. Another factor to think about when you're reaching for attainment goals is 50% of students achieve core completion by 12th grade. And again, really focused on the associate degree. So to reach that ultimate goal of being both an associate degree and a high school diploma, The goal to reach there for designation purposes is 50% of your student population earn an associate degree by 12th grade. Persistence works with that first group that you recruit. And so thinking about having at least 75% of those students that you first recruited in that 9th grade cohort go through 9th, 10th, and 11th, and 12th grade, and they graduate of the program. So that's a really good marker to shoot for around persistence and attainment. So hopefully that'll give you a deeper dive on the measures that you need to build and reach as you go through provisional years 1 through 4. Again, after that 5th year, we'll set up a system. You'll set up a system with our assistants and Educate Texas to create success. And so this visual I just wanted to show you as far as this is what it looks like when you're trying to hit those goals for student success. So again, across the top, you'll see 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And our 3 OBM categories, access, achievement, and attainment, are down the left side. So each year we require for designation purpose that you recruit those kids at those rates that I've showed you earlier for both at-risk and economically disadvantaged. So that's a requirement every year. After this, you can design your system of success based upon the outcome-based measures and goals that you think are best suited for your IHE and also, even more importantly, best suited for your student success. So think of it as a combination of hitting different goals. And this is just a visual of what I presented before, but just showing you how it grows over time. So in 9th grade, you're hitting the at-risk and economic disadvantage. There's that Algebra 1 EOC goal to meet. In 10th grade, that earned 9 college credits becomes available. In 11th grade, you have that English 2 EOC, the TSIA, and English and math. Then you can move to 12th grade, and you have that high school grad rate goal. You have the college readiness goal. I'm sorry, I left out 11th grade. 3 college credits in ELA or math. And then you have your attainment goals of 15 credits, core completion, earn an associate, and then there's also that persistence goal. So as we pause for a second, take a look at this. Remember that when we think about designation 5 years down the road, we want you to hit 2 access goals every year. And then you're going to choose at least a minimum of 3 achievement goals out of those 6 listed and 3 attainment goals out of those 6 listed here in front of you to reach. If you hit the 2, the 3, and the 3 at minimum, you'll become a designated campus after the 5th year. So you can see why it's so important to develop that planning year and have those 5 years of provisional status to build a system that best works for you, your students, and your campus partners, and your IHE partner. So just a couple of examples here I wanted to show you with the time that we have left. Again, how you do that is through that partnership, through the technical assistance that we provide. So I want to show you that really quick reminder. You build that system over those 6 years with the planning year included by working with your IHE, working with EdTechs, working with us, working with your students, working with your community, working with your teachers, to design those goals, right? To build this system. And so this, again, just showing you everything that's offered here. So to be, if you want to reach all the goals, you would set up a system where you'd hit all of these measures for each one of these students. Think of this as a snapshot. So it's not cohort based, it's snapshot based. So for designation, we're taking a snapshot of that entire system of success. So these markers are held by grade level, not by cohort. So example 1, this school decided for their system over those 6 years of planning and working with kids that they're going to pursue, sorry, let me go back one, a system that looks like this. Of course, you're always hitting your at-risk and economically disadvantaged students. This campus decided to pursue an Algebra 1 EOC goal for their students. They're going to hit their TSIA, both in English and math by 11th grade. And they're going to shoot for their CCMR credit in 12th grade. And you can see that now that they hit those goals, they've actually gone a little above and beyond what we require in the achievement category. And then they decided to plan and design the attainment system around earning 3 college credits in ELA or math by 11th grade. And then they're going to shoot for 15 credits, core completion, and earn an associate. And you can see real quickly that those attainment factors and the college credit areas actually stack on top of each other. So if you got really good system around TSIA and algebra and college readiness, those things are made and designed purposefully so that they build synergy as you move towards hitting those access, achievement, and attainment goals. Example 2, again, we're starting out with all of the opportunities involved in the OBMs. This campus decided to shoot for a system that looks more like this. And so they designed and worked with their IHE to make sure that they're earning those 9 college credit hours earlier. So they hit that marker. Again, always hitting at-risk and economically disadvantaged in 9th grade. They're going to shoot and train and get those TSI accomplishments out of the way in 11th grade. That will lead them to success for the CCMR and earning college readiness in math and CCMR in 12th grade. And if we drop down to the attainment measures, hitting those 3, they're going to do 15 college credit hours, and they're going to focus on persistence. So they're going to build a family system, an environment to where those kids don't want to leave. And so they're going to go above and beyond that 75% level to include interventions and opportunities that help make sure that those kids who are originally recruited in 9th grade persist through and graduate at the 75% level or above in 12th grade. So just a couple of examples to show you how the OBMs work over time. Again, the reminder is to say that right now you're in applicant phase. If you decide, you'll get a planning year, which is 12 to 18 months. After that planning year, you decide to join the network as a provisional campus. You have years 1 through 5 to create these systems of support and success. After that year 5, that's when we evaluate for designation. So I hope that gave you a little more in-depth look at what it's like to apply, become, and be successful in an early college high school environment. What it looks like to apply, just remember that if you decide to apply through the LASO grant, that your superintendent has to sign. In the rare case that a superintendent is unable to sign, please contact our LASO friends at laso@tea.texas.gov, and they'll be able to address that issue. Moving forward, look at a quick timeline. TEA opens the application on 10/14, which we're talking about this week. We're doing the webinars. We're going to publish a frequently asked question. The application closes in December. We begin reviewing the applications and scoring the applications in January. We'll announce tentatively on 2/20 the awards offered to each ELA. The ELA can accept awards and submit budgets by 3/24. Just remember that completing the NOGA is required for that to be issued. And then the issue of the NOGAs will be by 5/24 in May. LASO, to submit a LASO 3 site applications again are due on December 13th at 5 p.m. We've already emailed a link to each superintendent on October 14th. If you need to complete a request for a new link, that opportunity is available for you as well. PDF application is posted on the LASO website. However, the LAs must complete the application through Qualtrics. So again, you can look at the application questions prior to completing it, but you must go through Qualtrics to officially apply. And finally, again, the superintendent must be signed prior to the 13th at 5 p.m. in December. Here's a quick reminder that we're no longer in the T-class era, so to speak, and that T-class was unique in its funding resource and the speed at which it was operating. Since we're no longer operating under the unique circumstances of T-class, we're returning to a traditional grant process to ensure equity and fairness. LASO is again anchored in the informal, discretionary, competitive grant process. Declines and change requests are not advisable in the typical competitive process. If declines are requested, they will be considered on a case-by-case basis for LEAs and could raise the federal grant risk level in the coming year. Again, I'll let you look at that as far as the office hours go. We're going to offer early college high school office hours and P-TECH office hours. There's going to be a frequently asked questions to review, and they'll be posted by November 13th. And email, if you have questions, please feel free to contact for technical assistance with applications to LASO. If you have any questions, shoot them my way. Again, contact me. My name is Darren Ford. Please use that ccrsm@tea.texas.gov email address. I haven't dropped in the Qualtrics survey, that 1-question survey, so please hang around after we finish. I'll drop that in the chat, and if you could take and complete that for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. But before we get there, again, reminder, application window is October 14th through December 13th. The webinars are beginning this week and will end on October 25th. Next steps for you is to visit the LASO website to dive deeper into some of the grant offerings, communicate and share the information with the LEA internal teams to support decision-making process on which sets of grants to apply for, register for upcoming informational webinars. Resources available, we have that best fit guidance doc, the grant one-pagers, and eligibility and prioritization grant docs are available too, all available, again, at the tea.texas.gov/LASO website. So if you give me 1 second, I'm going to drop that survey in there if you can hang around. You can also take this time to drop in any questions that you haven't had a chance to drop in. We're going to leave this session open for a couple more minutes for you to do that, and also to complete the survey if you will do that. So give me 1 second, I'll drop this survey into the chat. Donna, if I send you the link, could you drop that in the chat for me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I apologize, I'm having a little technical difficulties here. Again, drop those questions in the Q&A box, and I appreciate if you hung around to complete my 1-question survey. It'll greatly help me in improving these webinars for you.
And thank you, Darren. There are a couple questions in the Q&A. If you'd like to answer them live, I can grab the answer to be able to put them in the FAQ document, but they might be timely for the application purposes.
Oh, sure. Let's look through this here real quick. So one question is asking, can you clarify an application requirement? During the webinar, I believe it was stated that we have to show we have a working relationship with an IHE that will support our EHS and serve as a partner. So real quickly, what we require you to do is have a working relationship with an IHE and their commitment to supporting you in moving forward into a planning year. Now, we realize that that could change as you continue to plan, but what we're looking for is that you have a stronger relationship with the IHE and that they're willing to support you developing the finalized MOU through the planning process. And then once you get closer to that, so if you can develop that MOU, that's great. You can upload it then at that time. And I hope that answered that question. The second question is, do we have to separate do we have, I think this question is asking, do you have to have a separate building to house this program? So when you think about early college high school, what you need to do is develop each individual CDC will need to be connected to an early college high school. Where you physically locate that program is up to you, whether that be at a physical location on a campus of yours or a combination and or at a college site as well. And I hope that answers that question too. Again, if you have any other questions and you're still hanging around, please feel free to follow up further with what was asked today, or if you have additional questions, if they're LASO connected, email the LASO team. And if you have questions that need further clarification, feel free to email me at ccrsm@tea.texas.gov. And Donna, were you able to insert that link, I believe?
Yes, I was.
Great, thank you.
It is in the chat.
Perfect. So I appreciate anyone who's still here who's willing to complete that 1-question survey. We're all still hanging around. We'll give you about 1 more minute to jump in, answer those questions. And again, I really appreciate your time today, and I hope that we provided you information that will excite you to join our network I think that if you decide to make that commitment, it's challenging, but you see the great results that our students and our current early college high schools are producing, and it's great resources. It's generational change for a lot of these kids, and so we hope that you decide to apply and become a part of our network. Have a good happy Friday, and again, we thank you a lot. Oh, yes, real quickly, you will have access to this recording. It'll be posted at a later date. Just go and check back with LASO or the LASO website after all of these webinars are completed. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.